There and welcome. Thank you for coming. If this is your first time, I hope you enjoy this. My name is Tammy and I'm with Country Girls Tumblers. Please give me a thumbs up, like, share, and consider subscribing for future videos. Hello everyone, this is the cup that we're going to be working on today. It turned out really pretty. I just wish that you could see the little bits of glitter that was in it. Somehow I forgot and did not take a picture afterwards. Um, so I had my customer send me a couple of pictures. So what we're using is a 30-ounce hog tumbler, and this is a vinyl wrap that I got from Crafty Thriving. And I'm going to put a link of everything that I used in the description below, so you can check that out. If you like anything, you can get some of this yourself, some of the products that I've used. So first of all, we just want to make sure that this vinyl is lined up with the rim of the cup. You do need a little bit of the silver showing through, but we're going to fix that a little later. So just make sure your vinyl is lined up really well and it's even all the way around, and tack that down so that it'll stay into place. And once we've made sure that that's all lined up, I'm going to put a piece of tape on this opposite side of the vinyl, and it really makes it so much easier to lift that vinyl up off of the backing. And we're going to tack this side down, and we will be, what we're going to do is we're going to get this vinyl taken off of the backing a little bit, and then we're just going to slowly work that around. And periodically I will take and cut off the back like you see here, and I will wrap it around that tumbler to make sure that I'm staying lined up as we go around. That way the design and everything stays in place, and that we will match up on once we come around and end the vinyl application. So, and all I use here is my hands, my fingertips to work that onto the tumbler. And here again, you can see I'm cutting this off, and I'm going to wrap it around, make sure it's still lined up and everything is looking good. Once we do that, then we can work the rest, continue working this vinyl on to our tumbler. This is sped up a little bit. I like to go slow with it. Now that we've come to the other edge, we can take this tape that's holding the side down off, and we can finish laying this vinyl. Using this tape at the very beginning, I use it on both sides because I always have a hard time separating my vinyl from my backing. And I tried this one time, and it's super simple, and it takes out all the fuss with that. Now here you can see where our vinyl overlaps the end of this tumbler, and that's my little girl Harley. She likes to be in my lap all the time. So what we're going to do with this overlap is we're going to cut little bitty sections all the way around this vinyl. and that will allow us to wrap that vinyl over the end of our tumbler, and it doesn't leave a bunch of bubbles where it doesn't meet up good. So it makes it real easy just to push that over. And you can see we're going to work that all the way around doing the same process. And here we are back at the beginning, and we're just going to, and you can kind of see here all the little cuts. And so that makes it lay flat once you roll it over. And this is what it looks like so far. And the next step is I'm going to take, this is Poor Unfortunate Soul from the Glitter Guy. And we're going to use Saul from Little Lee and Rose, also known as IWantGlitter.com. And this is Your Own Asphalt from Craft Daddy, which is Crafty Thriving glitter. And this is a UV resin that I got from Amazon, and we're just going to mix that together. And we're going to pour this on the butt of the tumbler. And using the UV resin for this works so good, because you can do this and then immediately go into your next step. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get this onto the butt of the tumbler, and we're going to turn it up and work that around. You can also use a silicone tool if you want to work it out a lot quicker. Me, I like turning it that way. I have a little more control. To me, I have a really heavy hand, so anytime I use a silicone tool, it doesn't turn out that great, and then I'm fighting with it to get it to go where I want to. So once we've got it in the position that we want it, we're going to take our UV lamp, and this is a UV lamp that actually came with the UV resin that I got from Amazon. And we're going to run through this light about 3 times, and that's 30 seconds a piece. So we're going to use the lamp for 90 seconds, and then you can see here it's cured. Once we do that, this is a tool that I got from Amazon, and we can trim our vinyl with it. And we're just going to take our cup and run that around once, and it'll cut a even edge and pull off that top. Then we're going to take our amazing quick coat epoxy, which is a 1-to-1 ratio, and this particular time I mixed 80 ounces or 80 milliliters because I'm working on these 3 cups. But once you pour equal amounts of your epoxy, you want to stir it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And at 75 degrees, you have about 20 to 25 minutes of working time with this epoxy. And you have about 4 to 5 hours until it's tack free. So you just want to get it stirred up really well. And this is where I made a mistake. So I did my first 2 tumblers, And then I'm going in with this glitter, and you just want to add a small amount of glitter to your epoxy. I didn't want very much, so we didn't put very much of this glitter into this. But because this is a 30-ounce tumbler, I average 1 milliliter per ounce of the tumbler. So this is approximately 30 milliliters of epoxy that I mix the glitter up in. And y'all, don't do the same mistake that I did. This is a 6-cup tumbler, and I did my 2 outer cups first because those did not have glitter in the epoxy. And this last one, which is in the middle, had the glitter. I should have had it on one of the outside turners. So this made it a little challenging for me. So if you're mixing up for multiple tumblers, and if you're going to add glitter to one, make sure that one is one of the last ones that you do, and it's in the last position. Don't put it in the middle like what I did here. That's a lesson learned. So once we've got that glitter mixed up into our epoxy, we're just going to lay a good coat of this epoxy on. And it doesn't matter how you put it on at first. And you're just going to work that around. The main thing is whenever you come to the end of it, you want to make sure that you are pulling the epoxy from the bottom to the top. That way you don't have the epoxy dropping into the cup, if that makes any sense. So as you're pulling from the top to the bottom and you start back up at the top, you'll have that epoxy that's on your glove dripping into your cup. And it causes a lot of hassle later on whenever you have to clean up your cup. So I learned from Summer at Little Lee and Rose, if you pull from the bottom to the top, you have a lot less chance of that epoxy dripping down into your cup. Once you have that epoxy on, you want to torch your cup really well. That'll help get any of the micro bubbles that is in the epoxy and that you've put on from moving your hand over that epoxy, picking it up. And then I like to reverse my tumbler to go into the opposite direction. Once I get that going in the opposite direction, I torch it again just to be on the safe side from micro bubbles. And I'll let that turn and cure. And I did not remove, I did not record me putting another coat of epoxy on this. So this is a second coat of epoxy without glitter. So this is just a clear coat over that. I didn't get the mixing of it and putting it on, but this was the second coat with nothing in it. And this is what it's looking like on the turner. So, and this cup was done. So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I'm sorry, there wasn't very much going on. But this was a super simple cup. And if you like this, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel to see more content that'll be coming out in the future. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.